Hi, everyone. Welcome to Canva 101. The purpose of this YouTube video is to help you to know the basics of using Canva, which is a uniquely easy tool for creating consistent, professional-looking social media content and graphics. So a little bit about myself. I am a certified transitional life and leadership coach, and the reason I share that with you is because I transitioned from once was my career in mental health services. I was assistant director of residential services for a nonprofit, and I did housing. So that was years ago, and I transitioned, went back to school, became a certified life coach, and started my own business. So again, I took some risks in this transition, and once I started my coaching business, did not how to really prioritize my funds, and I found Canva. So Canva was a great way for me to start from the place of just getting out of coaching in my school and branding myself without spending money. So it's free to use at first, and now I do have the paid version, which you'll see how cheap. I'll share the prices with you, and so you'll have choice on what package you want and whether you want to use Canva for free, for fun, to create cards for your family, to create worksheets, to again brand your business and use it even as a team tool, so that you can work on it with a team of individuals at work, and you can create ebooks together and so many other things that I will show you. So again, I am here today for the purpose of showing you how to operate Canva in the simplest way, and I call it 101 because it is for beginners. So at the end, if you enjoy this video and would like to see more as you continue, just subscribe, and you'll be able to see some of my videos that I will be starting that help us to transition in whatever we're doing, including learning new things. So at my age, coming into marketing tools, this was all so new for me. So with that being said, I have a real passion about making things easier, bringing more clarity to whatever steps we're taking in life. So this being just one of them. So I am going to take you through the site itself. I will share my screen, and then you'll be able to ask any comments or give you a way to get in touch with me, as well as just leaving a message, and I will respond. So let me get started. I will start by just talking about what Canva and the pricing. So I'm just going to share my screen right now. Get to see my desktop. So let me just pull this up, and let's talk a little bit about pricing. So the website is www.canva.com, and you will see the pricing here. So let me just share this with you. I suggest, if you've never used Canva before, to to just start with the free version. It's really, really simple, and will just help you to get started without all the added things that would really help you as you move forward and wanting to brand any business you might have. But for the purpose of designing graphics for social media, putting your own quotes up there, developing tools, cards, invitations, etc. The free version works just fine. And again, let me just go over that. So here is the free version and what it includes. Now, again, I'll have this on the recording, but you can put in Canva pricing, and you'll be able to take a look at this as well. So for the free version, you get to have 2 folders, and I'll show you that when we get onto the site and how I use my folders. But in the free version, you get 2 folders. So for example, if you wanted to keep your, you develop cards, greeting cards, Christmas cards, Hanukkah cards, anniversary cards, you can keep your designs in a folder that says greeting cards, and then you get to choose 2 folders. So if you have a business, you can have a business account, a folder to hold your business things. If you're someone that posts on Instagram, Facebook, and you want to keep your posts organized, if you want to design them earlier so that you're not looking for something scrambling at the last minute, you can create a folder that has, you can keep 10 at a time that you're going to post in the future. And Canva keeps all of your things saved for you. The free version, you have 1 gigabyte storage. So again, I ended up transferring onto the paid version because I used it so much and ran out of storage, and then wanted to, started to create worksheets for my clients, ebooks, freebies that, I give out. So I'll share some of that with you in a little bit. But I went on to the paid version, which includes all that you see in the center column. So for the free version, you get the 2 folders, you get the gigabyte of storage, you get access to over 8,000 templates. You can upload your own photos and images, which I will share with you. And you can also access millions of photos starting at $1 each. Now, I really don't pay for photos because I'm going to share with you also great sites for accessing free photos for use that you can use on your website personally. There's some great tools, and I'll share a couple with you in a minute. So there's a lot of free photos and templates on Canva that you can choose as well. So the middle column, the paid version, which is called the business version, can be paid yearly, and if you pay annually, it comes to $9.95 per month. I chose monthly at the time, so I am paying $12.95 per month. And I'm telling you, boy, have I gotten my money's worth for the things that I create, all my ads, my campaigns, everything, my YouTube cover, my Facebook cover, everything has been created here. I also help create tools for other coaches as well. So again, the possibilities are endless, and I will show you that in this next half hour. So the free, you get everything you get in the free version, except you get exclusive access to 400,000 free photos, illustrations, and templates, which I will show you when we get into the site. You can resize all of your designs. I'll show you that as well, so that if I create an Instagram post, clearly that's a different size than Etsy or Facebook or Twitter would have. The dimensions are different. So you can magically resize any of your designs, which is fabulous, and you can automatically share them to wherever you want to share them once you link your sites. What I really love, and I just did this really, is in the paid version, you can upload your own fonts. So there are sites that you can purchase a font for yourself. You can use your font based on your logo when you get your designs, your color coding, and the fonts that were used, and you can bring those fonts and codes into Canva so you can create your own branding, which I will show you as well. And then you can I can't even tell you how many templates for everything that you can use. You can export designs as animated GIFs, but again, this will be at a later time getting into all of that. And then I will share with you what Canva has coming in the future. So again, organizing your own photos in my uploads, it's unlimited in the paid version. You'll see how many I have. So in that last column, this is, again, you can contact Canva if you want to use it as a business, as with a team, and then that pricing, I don't know what that is, but again, there's team pricing plans. So there's onboarding incentives, but again, this area right here, I am not knowledgeable about. So if you are with a team, with a corporation that is thinking about possibly using Canva, you can call them to find out exactly what this area is about. So let me get rid of this. Okay, and then I am going to pull up Canva right now so we can get started. Okay, so here we go. This is what Canva looks like. If you're using Canva 1.0, this will be green, the free version. But where I'm going to start right now is just going over the site. So what will you get with the free version? And again, I'll create a simple design so you see exactly how to use Canva. So again, I will show you how to simply upload, and you'll have everything you need to start creating social media graphics that look professional and really express who you are and how do you want to express yourself, whether in your business or on social media. So let me just help you right now to navigate through the site. So what happens when you first go onto Canva, when you're about to start a design, you'll see right over here, creating a design. So where do we want to start? So I'm just going to show you everything, all the different things you can do, where templates, the sizing is all there done for you. So we have social media, and it tells you the pixels that's there, 800 by 800. You can start, I typically start all of my social media graphics here. I start them here, and because again, just the shape of it, and then I resize, so I will show you how that works as well. So if you're doing a presentation, if you want to create a flyer, poster, your Facebook cover. So my Facebook covers are always done on Canva, and I'll show you a little bit more about that. Flyers, Facebook posts right here, and with the exact pixels. Instagram posts. So again, when we're choosing the right pixels, the quality of the imaging is going to be very professional. So blog banners, cards. This is just great. I created for my sister, for her daughter, an engagement party invitation right here using this card stock. So what's wonderful about Canva also is, I did it where she was using it to send online invitations, but Canva gives you the opportunity. You can just print. If I wanted to print right from here, they will do that, and they will send you quality printed stock. Email headers. So again, for those of you who are coaches and anybody with a mailing list, use MailChimp or anything, here's your email headers. If you're using a Google Hangouts or doing emails, you can create a header that is specific to your brand, to who you are, and to what you're sharing, selling, or anything. Twitter post, Pinterest graphics, Facebook app, Tumblr graphics, and letterhead. I mean, I love this. I have created letterhead. I have created contracts with my clients that I have templates that I can come in and edit anything out, but yet it still has the content, my logo printed on there. So there's more letterhead, magazine covers, certificates. Here's resumes, which are, I don't know where that just went. Yeah, the resumes are incredible. The amount of templates you get for resumes are so awesome. Photo collages, menus, it goes on and on. Well, I love, you can do ebooks in here, Twitch banner, LinkedIn banners, and again, it comes perfectly sized for you. So that is how you get started. So then I'm going to just take you around here. So if you want to create a design, you're just clicking that. It will give you the opportunity to choose a design you want to choose. So all of my designs, click on that, and Canva keeps all of your designs right for you. So here you're seeing my coaching when I'm helping with transitions in careers or starting a business. I created here, it's called the SWOT analysis. I created that right here on hold on one second. I lost my mic. 1 minute. Sorry about that. So yes, so you can create forms. I have a lot of things here that I create for clients, and I use them. You can create journal pages. So I use that for clients too. You can create journal pages for yourself. And just to give you an idea, these templates are created for you. And hold on one second, we're loading. We're a little slow right now, of course. but everything's coming up and loading. So, what you can do is simply click out any of these areas, change your font, change any area. It's very simple, just like a text box. So if I wanted to put a heart here, I will show you how to do that later. I added my logo here. So I can create, I call them home play assignments for my clients in alignment to what they want to work on as well. So whatever their goals are, and I design them in ways that work best for them. So not everybody likes to journal. Some people like lists, but I can create something that is aligned with who they are and how they work the best. So it's awesome. So I create so much there. Let me just move this. Okay, so that was just to give you an example. Let me go back to home. Okay, so right in the beginning, you'll see the paid version, your brand. So you can bring your color codes. I brought my color codes. This is my logo. Colors. This is my Mac group, which is one of my businesses with for new coaches. This is the logo. Colors that I added to that. These are the Mac group. This is 3 of us coaches. This is our logo there. This is my logo. So with the paid version, you can bring all of your branding and colors in. Now, the reason I'm on this page as well is even in the free version, this is what you would see as far as your fonts. So Canva really put together those font combinations that are really useful in marketing and in creating social media. So the combinations that work best. So, you can choose your own. Now, you'll see as I go ahead that even though you might be choosing your fonts, your defaults, combinations, each one, the larger font, you just click that and you'll be able to, I'm sorry, 1 second. You'll be able to click any of the fonts that you like. And then you do that again. These are different, they're sized differently. But again, you can tailor make that to whatever you would like. So they put together so many different ones that you can choose for, which I'll show you in a bit. So then you'll have folders. So again, I had told you before that the free version, you'll get 2 folders. So just to show you my Instagram folder, I'm going to show you again what it looks like. I'm fairly new to Instagram because again, being at this age, knowing that Instagram is, people are really using that for business out now. So, I've listened to a lot of webinars and creating, your branding, the who you are. So part of what I do are my quotes, which are here right now, and I alternate photos with quotes on my Canva. So this holds all of the quotes that I have. I brought in my own font. So again, it's kind of unique to who I am. So that's my folder there. And I have a bunch of different folders. My Life Coach Workshop, which is a mastermind group for coaches. And then my Marilyn Rose Coaching, which is my coaching business. So I have a few folders there. I have cards that I do, that I keep, my art projects. I'm really aligned with healthy eating. That's part of like the who I am. So on Instagram, I put a lot of posts that because I just really shifted, being healthy from the inside out. So that's another thing I'm passionate about. So I have a folder for those things as well. So let's just start. So that just shows here when you first go to the site, this is what's on the left side. So you find templates. You can search templates right here. It's an easy way. So logos, if you don't have a logo and you want to create a logo, you just go to logos. You can put your colors in. You can put your branding in. So if I were just to click this for a logo, and I put in, this was not planned, but I'm just going to show you very quickly. Say I wanted to put in my own font. these are fonts that I uploaded, but again, under my own fonts, you'll see all the fonts you get to choose from. So I am going to create my own. So and then I want to put my branded color in. I'm actually going to use this color right here. And then, so then anything you're clicking on, this is the area you're working on. So if I wanted to get rid of that, this is the delete button. But if I wanted to change the size, I would go right here and change the size. So clearly I'm not using that, it's going over, but I just wanted to show you simply. Navigate, transition, peace, clarity, and purpose. So if I wanted to change the colors around there, so say here, I'm clicking that. Let me give that my brand color. And then this outside, here's the color right here. So when we're clicking the outside, you'll see all the different colors. Now, if you wanted to use a wheel, let me just share this with you. You can pick your color. Let's see if I want to go over here. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I want to bring some pinky. Okay, so there you go. So this is, again, this is not the design I would be using or putting out there, but I wanted to show you this code. You can bring any one of your codes. So say I was going to use this color. Okay, I could copy this code. So whenever, if I was creating my own brand, even in the free version, I can put this code in and, you know, remember the colors using the wheel. So again, let me just share with you. If you click this white with the plus sign in it, you'll be able to see the color wheel. Otherwise, you'll just have a palette that you can create, okay, with general colors. So for example, there you go, there you go. Okay, so that's it. I am going to get rid of this design. I just wanted to show you that was under logos. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. If I wanted to actually I won't get rid of it yet. Just let me share with you. So if I wanted to resize this, now I want to use it as a Facebook post size. That's going to copy. I'm going to resize it. And it resized it. If it was going to be Twitter, Twitter would be, it wouldn't be so square. So what I would end up doing, I would end up, when you resize it to Twitter, I would just make things smaller. So it's fantastic that you get to use that like that. So deleting. So right now, if I'm clicking on this, this is going to be the text. It gives me the opportunity to delete the element or the group. So the element would be the text. The group would be this text as well. So there we go. So now I'm deleting the whole diagram and we are going to start at home. So once you open up your design that you want to create, you'll see right here the graphics, the templates that you can use. Canva gives you a search for templates. If you wanted to do photo collages, you just put in collages. Here is your text area. Here are the 3 fonts that I showed you earlier that you can edit. When you go to fonts, you can edit the fonts you want to use. But again, if I were to click this, you can just also simply just go to any of these fonts, click the ones you want, and with that, you'll be able to pick your color, your size, and everything else. So I'm going to delete that for now. And then Canva, when you're clicking text, also has this fabulous, these templates that are already put together for you using the most, studied fonts for different purposes. So these are put together for you. So you just see right here and you put in your own, you put in your own, whatever you want to write. But again, you can change, if I wanted to just change the color of this, I would click that. I could change anything I wanted to. I can add a picture to the background, which I will get into shortly. So I'm deleting the group, all of it. Okay, so there's your text. You can choose from whatever you want, or you can choose the text you want to. In your in the back where I was showing you the branding, you can again pick your default sizes. So I know before this was like at 29 or something like that, but very simply you can just change whatever font you want. So let me get rid of that. So then you have backgrounds. Now I typically upload all of my backgrounds. I use 2 sites, so I am going to share them with you now. There's so many out there for free photo stock, and the ones I like, my favorites are Pixabay, which is Pixabay, and iStock Photo, which is just stock photo.com. So you can use free images. Again, you can design the size, but I just bring them in on the default. I will show you how to upload into your images. So again, I create backgrounds, the ones I want, but Canva, not that I've never ever, used these. There are so many free images that you can use. So there you go. You can write right here. There's so many free ones you can get rid of. So those are your backgrounds. Then you have uploads. Now, first of all, before I go to uploads, I'm going to share with you elements. Now, the elements are so important in that you're going to use them for so many exciting things. So like if you wanted to frame something, if you wanted to create an arrow, if you wanted to, I often add little hearts to my posts. Again, you can search for what you would like. So if I wanted to, for example, and I'm going to show you as we create our first design, if I just wanted a rectangle. Oh, there we go. Loading a little slow. Gave you the opportunity to pick if you wanted just the free ones, because again, you'll see some that are not free. So say I use this a lot. I'll just use a rectangle. So right now you'll see the color code. This is how you do color. So right here, you'll see the color that is there in the rectangle. So I am going to pick the shadowing in this design. So you choose whether you want that or not. So if I were to keep this color, which is in my brand, the reason I use this a lot is sometimes if you have an image and you're writing right on top of the image can get lost. The quote can get lost. So I use shapes a lot, whether it's circled shapes. I'm going to get rid of this for a second. Or shape like this. Oh, they're going to charge me for that one. So let's get rid of that. So let me go back to this. Let me get my designs on my side color. So actually I'm going to use this. Okay. So, so like I said, so your writing doesn't get lost. I'll often put my quotes writing inside of a shape. The great thing about the shapes is that you can change, if I wanted to make it smaller, bigger, if I wanted to cover the entirety. And then if I wanted to move it a little, I could do that as well. So for example, what I would do next is I don't want it to be so dark because I have an image behind there, which I don't right now. But what you can do, and the transparency, you can create transparency in any design that you do, in any image that you share, in any font that you share. So there you go. So you can see how if I had an image behind there, you'd be able to see the writing more clearly. So just for an example, I'm going back to text. I'm going to pick my own text. I make it go bigger. Okay. So again, just like in Word and text box, you know, you just can move things around. Oops. You have to make sure you're moving the right image. So like what I would do is I would go like this. This usually doesn't give such a hard time, so I'm not sure why it is right now. So I'm going to go like this. For some reason, it keeps moving. That. So anyway, what's supposed to happen right here, which I'm not sure. There we go. There we go. Okay. So you can turn, you can shift. Let's see, I want to do white font. So create life. So you can see it more. So if I wanted to change the transparency, so the create life stands out a little more, you can do that as well. So you can play around with it. And then just to share with you, and I'll get more detailed in a minute, but if I wanted to just add my logo, I have uploaded my logo, so you'll be able to upload. And there you go. So again, just to show you how to use some of those tools. Okay, so why don't we start? So now let's see. So we did folders, we did backgrounds, we did elements. So more specifically on elements. Let me just show you a few other things you get to choose from. It's fantastic. So again, if I wanted to do hearts, for example, you can move everything around. So here's like a line with a heart, but like it looks, let me just find something. So let's just do this one. So say I just wanted to do, now this is white, that's why you can't see it. So let me just put in this color right here. So suppose I just want this in the corner. And then I want to do, you know, a quote right here. You can just do whatever you like with it. It's fantastic. And then there's some great here borders. So if you put in borders in the search, but now this is going to come with hearts too. So you just put it where you'd like to put it, as big or as small as you'd like, whatever color you'd like to use. And there you go. You have simple design. So again, I'll use hearts a lot. Let me just try to find a simple heart. So for example, if I were to use this heart, it's in white, so I'm changing the color. Okay, there it is. So this gives you two tones. So there's two tones. So I'm going to change the white color to, let's see, I'll do it this color. And then so you see the outline in black. So if I wanted to change that to my, there you go. Then I have this design. So if I wanted to write over this, and I wanted to bring text right over this image, I want to show you positioning. So let me just show you how that works. So if I were bringing in text, let's make it bigger. Okay, and I just want to write love. I just want to write love. Because I love so much. I'm going to make it much bigger than that. And then I'm going to just put one of these brand colors in. Let's go darker. Okay. So let me just share with you another aspect. So positioning. So if I were working on the heart, okay, right now you'll see my boxes around the love where the text is. I'm still working on text. So again, nothing in the background can be erased or anything. But if I wanted to now change the color of my heart, I can go to positioning and I can put the love in the back. It's hard to see it now. So the heart, see now you can see the box around the heart. That's what I can work on now. You'll see the colors came up. So I want to make this part. Okay, there you go. All right, so now I'm going to change the positioning again so I can work on my text. So I am putting that in the back. Now I can work on my text again. And I just want to change the right over there. Okay, so very simple. All right, so that's a little bit about positioning and choosing colors and then using all of the elements that you can use. Again, it's something you're going to thank me for the time that you can spend in the day that you give up. Don't give up your entire day, but the time that you can spend having so much fun with this. It really is fun. So those are the elements, so much to do there. Text we went over, background colors we went over. Folders we went over, and then I'll show you the apps later. This is all the things that are coming and just different things you can do. But let me go to uploads now. So then we can actually work on that, practice the simple design. I can share with you from start to finish how I might create something that I do on a daily basis for my social media. So uploads, you will see everything I have uploaded. There is so much. My kids, when it's their birthday, I do all these templates and different businesses, all about food, assignments, you know, home play assignments for clients, programs I'm doing, ebooks that I'm doing. Hold on a second. You know, just colors. Again, all of these backgrounds, when I was talking about backgrounds, are things I have downloaded from the free site. So in Pixabay or in iStock Photo, you can do textures, background colors, and you'll see so many things I have here. So again, I'll just size something like this, for example. If I was making it into a square, you know, I just size it. You just kind of, it's one way to do it, and I position it where I want to put it. So if I don't want that line there, and then I typically would fade it out. So there's like a nice background right there. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, family, just so many different things. These are like a blog post I do on there. Business things. Okay, there's another blog post right there. It was a header for a blog post. So I'm not loading very quickly, but let me just share with you how to upload something. So many different ways. So upload an image. Okay, so I'm going to go to my, you know, desktop. And for example, I had downloaded this cherries because cherries are an unbelievable antioxidant. So I was going to do in my, you know, healthy eating Facebook group, I was going to do the benefits of cherries, using cherries. So so this is my desktop. So I'm just going to add it. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can take your desktop and you can just bring it on in. I'll show you that. You can just add it. That's how simple it is. And it's just adding right now. So you can just go to your folders on your desktop, or you just slide it right over. Drag it right in. It's so easy. And let's just go to that photo. There's the photo. And then I'm going to match it. You can double click it. I'm going to match it. You can I just did an error right there. You can put in what part, you can crop photos. But for me, this is probably what I'd want to do. And then I would make it a little more transparent. So anyway, the cherries are in my photo, in all my uploads, it stays there. It's so great. I did a post on smiling the other day. This was, again, a free photo. Right here, the woman with the smile that can be used for free. So let me get rid of that. And then let's start creating a design. So I'm going to use this rose. I typically like light backgrounds for my for what I use. So for now, that looks good. So there is, this is a Facebook post right now. So I can change the dimensions. I'll show you how. So now we're starting from scratch. I uploaded my rose that was from Pixabay, that rose. And now I am going to show you how to create your file. So for me, this quote is going to be, let's see what quote I wanted to use today. Hold on a second. I was going to use, okay, I was going to use the best way to be loved. No, the best way to share love, ... Okay, so again, here you go. So when you're in your filing, again, you have the name of your image. So that saves that for you. So now I am going to do some texting. So this is fantastic. So do I want to keep the rose? I am going to keep the rose. I'm not going to do any transparency on it because it's a light image. And for what I'm doing, this is going to work just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to text. Actually, I'm not. First, I'm going to go to elements because what I'm going to do, because the image is light, I don't want to write in black. So again, if I were using the rose, I might not have to do the transparent background if I was using dark font against this light white. But that is not what I want to do. So what I am choosing to do, I'm bringing back that rectangle right now. So you can just go, you can either put in exactly what shape you want or just click in shapes and you'll see tons of shapes to choose from. You can do circles, but for this purpose, I am using a rectangle. So I'm actually going to use this rectangle because I'm going to be writing inside. So I want to get it to the size that I want. And then Canva is really great at centering. So you'll see the numbers will come up so everything is aligned. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to change this color. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to fade this out. Now you see those numbers I'm creating, and you'll see me create another box and how I do that for the writing. This is important. So I'm going to do 35. That's what I'm going to start at right now. Okay, so there you go. So now I know I'm probably going to have about 3 or 4 lines, okay? But what I'm going to do is right over here, instead of having to go through finding the rectangle, sizing it again, I am just going to click copy. There you go. Lines it up perfectly. I'm going to choose copy again. Lines it up perfectly. And I think this should be enough. But if I have to add more, I will. So there we go. So there, you know, I just wanted to show you how you create copies. Very important. We're going to do this with text as well. So now I'm going to work on my text. So I'm going to create, these are my default sizes. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to bring it up. I want to fill in, it's on 27 right now. I want to fill. And again, I can bring, so right now, just like in Word, so here you go. You can do, this is where you can, do you want it centered? Do you want it to the left or right? So that's where you would do that. So I am going to bring my text box so it fills in this area. And then I am going to bring my own font in. Now I want to do white. So let's see how the colors show up. I'm choosing white, and I'm going to go a little bigger, see what happens. Okay, so the best way, all right, so instead, I'm just trying to say the best way to share love. So it's also good to like write down your quotes, how you want them to show up. So that'll help as well when you plan, will help too. So here you have me trying to figure out, okay, how many lines do I need? But again, it would be great to just write that down, plan it. How many lines do you want? And one of the things that's really great, and I'll show you in a second, is that you can also space letters. So say I wanted the lettering to be even in every one of these boxes, you can spread your letters right here. It's great. And you can actually change the line height as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to leave it at 47. But what I'm going to do in the text is I'm going to make a copy of the text. And I'm going to bring it down. And then I'm going to make another copy. And again, that saved me from just having to go and add the text, even up the sizes. Now we're all lined up here. So the best way to share love. Now what am I doing? What's wrong here? Now we know I didn't spell share wrong. S. Share love. The best way to share love is to be love. So like I'm gonna want to like spread this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So, you know, can we see it? Is it dark enough? So let me just see. If I wanted to, just like I did before, if I'm working on the text, but now I want to work on the color, I want to make this a little darker so the white stands out more. So now, here I am. Now I am working on the transparency. So you can see that one a little darker. It's on 40. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. And I'll do the same thing here. Let's just bring it to 40. And I'll do the same thing for here. There you go. So the best way to share love is to be love. So yes, I went to IPEC coaching. It's excellence in coach training. Amazing like coaching school and training. So this is one of the foundation principles from there. And one of the principles I live by. I work real hard at it. So the best way to share love is to be love, right? It's effortless, just to be it. I think I might have had that backwards. Would that be funny? That would. Hold on one second. That would be very funny. Now this is right. I'm like, I'm going to get a lot of responses that say, no, that's not right. But anyway, so there you go. So I like the way that looks. I think the best way to share love is to be love. The font looks okay. I'm going to keep my background. I'll show you if I wanted to take a look at my background to change the coloring of the rose. But you know what? I want to keep it. I want to keep it. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to upload my logo in there. Actually, I'm not gonna, this one has a little more gray tone to my Marilyn Rose coaching. Now, one of the things I've done is I've created a template for social media so that the sizing of my logo is the same in every one, but just for this purpose, I'm just showing you. So there you go. So there is a design, created very simply, and hopefully you get the gist of how to put together something very simple. If not, you can contact me and I'll get back to you. So in the messages. Okay. So there it is. So if I want to save it now, sharing, if I want to share, you can link your Facebook, you can link your Instagram. Coming soon to Canva you'll be able to time. So if I want to create designs and put them in a schedule to release to my Instagram, etc., I can do that. So for this purpose, what I typically do is I share to my desktop because I sometimes use things differently. But again, you can share to Facebook, Instagram, whatever you link, you'll be able to share right to there. I have my name on it. And then Canva also, if I were doing invitations, I told you can print. So that's another thing that you can do. But typically what I'll do is I'll download. So whatever, the way you want to save it, I save in JPEG to share on Facebook and things like that. When I'm creating a homework assignment, I'm going to do either PDF print if I'm printing or PDF standard. So depending on what you're doing, you save it in that way. So right now I'm going to do JPEG. I'm going to download. So I'm downloading to my desktop. So the other thing I want to show you, if I wanted to, so I am going to save that, which it automatically does, but I always do that anyway. So, but what if I wanted to create a different size? I can resize. So I saved this copy already, but what I want to do is I want to make a copy. So now that size is saved for me, and now I can do what I want with this. If I wanted to change a background, my other design is already saved. I can get rid of things, get rid of my logo. So again, it makes it so simple to save your design. If you're creating a template, you like a template that you like. If I wanted to always, use 3 lines like this, I could save it, make a copy of it, and then put new words in. So I'm not losing anything. So that's what's so great. And then, it'll show up in my designs. So what I'd like to share with you right now is what's coming on Canva. Again, resizing, well, they already have this, but some of the new apps coming up, emojis, taking your photos right from Facebook and uploading them right from Facebook. Same thing with Instagram. And again, unlimited images. So there's a lot always coming. Animation Pro, I'm so excited to see how this works. It's going to be great. So again, so many of these apps that we use for our posting. I'm excited for it all to be right here because I find Canva, and most people that I know that I've helped with Canva or that use it themselves find it to be very easy. As a matter of fact, my son can't even understand why there would be such a workshop because he just thinks it's so easy. Of course, he's 24, so when they're younger like that, this is so simple for them. But again, I was a social worker stepping into this new world in social media, even using my computer. I know that he would be like, why aren't you using control this instead of, some of the things I'm doing, the long cuts I take. But again, it's all a learning curve. So I find Canva so simple now, but it wasn't so in the beginning just because of, where I was at with social media and creating design. That's not what I did. It wasn't my world back then. So I'm going back to the home button here. So I just want to close with a couple just great things that I know coaches or anybody creating ebooks. So I had this is not done yet, but this is, you know, I'm creating like a freebie, a module 1 of a program. And so this design, there are those, you know, companies that if you want to buy templates that are already done. Now, Canva has tons of them. So this is not necessary, but, you know, I created this font for my brand that, you know, this is just a simple tool. So I brought it in here, very inexpensive for me to purchase it, but I can do all the design on here. So this background design was gotten on one of the free sites that I got. And here you go. So all the background is already put in place. So Clarity Unleashed from the desk of, and there I am. Hold on one second. The loading again is very hold on one second. So you know, I'm glad I'm here right now. You can also, right down here, there'll be the area where you can just make it bigger, what you're working on. I'm loading right now, so we're a little slow today. So I could go to page 2. You can add pages right here if you're creating an ebook. So I'm not going to go on with this because I'm not loading. So I know we're near the end of our time here together. So again, here you can, again, if you were working, you can just change the size. If I just wanted this page, I'm just working on this page right now. We see 2, but I'm not loading. So again, the amount of things, this is a 5-page little freebie that I'm going to give out that has the template for questions, for a worksheet, and you know, for a post, an article, notes. There it is. So I did it to 500. I don't want it to 500. So there it goes. All right, so we're just gonna, you can either bring it in like this with my fingers to make it quicker. And here I am just working on that page right here. So again, endless the things you can do. Endless. You can bring your own photos in. All right, let me come back to this area over here. So the last thing I would like to show you, actually I was right there, is I just wanted to show you, just I took a screenshot of just my Instagram, again, which is very new. And just so you see, like, how you, you know, this is a start to like my brand. So every other day, you know, I'm doing a photo that you can see my designs. This is, again, you know, with the food, I did like a label, but I made it transparent so you could see. Here I am down here over a avocado, delicious avocado thing. So what I did is I put a gray transparency above it so you could see my white writing. So again, this is just like a screenshot of my my Instagram layout. Can we stop share? So here I am, I'm stopping share. So again, I hope that this was helpful just for that beginning phase of working on having fun and creating who you are, what you love, and the brand expressing all of that in a very simple way. So if you enjoyed this video, please like. This is the first time I'm actually putting anything on YouTube. And if you'd like, you know, what I will do is come on with more advanced YouTube videos regarding Canva and its use for branding. And again, not coming from a place of being a marketing expert, coming from a place of being someone who didn't know anything about it and is able now and actually enjoys doing these types of things now, creating my own graphics, designing my brand, the expression, my style of who I am, and you know, through this simple tool. So, you know, hope you enjoyed this time. And again, in the comments, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. So tune on back in, you know, subscribe if you like this, one of the first to subscribe to what might be something I really enjoy doing on YouTube. So love you all. Have a great day and enjoy this weekend and your week coming up. Take care. Bye-bye.